Hey guys, it is 1:25 p.m. on Wednesday, March 25th, 2020. In this video, I just am going to do my makeup with my Fenty products, but I'm going to do something that I never really have done and probably hardly ever do. And that is, I guess you can say, kind of like contour. I don't really know how to do it, so this is like my first time attempting it on camera. So if it turns out terrible in advance, I am sorry, but this is probably like a major milestone for me, I guess you can say. I just gotta dig out the contour stick. What did I do with them? Oh, they're not in here. Okay. I kept thinking they were all in here. They're not. I got 4 matchsticks by Fenty. Gotta find them now. This is real fucking smart of me not putting them back in the thing. Here they are. We got 2 big ones and 2 little ones, and the 2 little ones are down in there as well. I just don't feel like digging them out. So the one I'm going to use for contouring my face is called Linen. I've had this one for about 2 years now. That's how old this is. It's past its expiration date, definitely, but I'm still going to use it. I used to use it as concealer. I think that's what it was originally meant to be made for, but I'm not really like a fan of stick concealer. I don't exactly know how you do this, so I'm just gonna try my own style of doing it, I guess. And I know that this is probably not how you're supposed to do it, but this is the way I'm trying it, because everyone has a different way of doing it. And plus, I'm doing this before foundation. This way, if I fuck up, it's covered by the foundation. So, thankfully, I was smart enough to do that. I've never in my life done contour. I have had contour palettes, but I've used them for other things, not contouring my face. So we're just gonna go ahead and like rub this in, I guess. Also, if you're new here, you need to know I do have vision problems. That's why I'm holding the mirror the way I am, so I can see what I'm doing. Make sure it's all rubbed in. Take this top one and do the top of my head, my forehead. I've never done this before, like I said 100 times already probably, so I'll probably say it 100 more times, because that's how I am. I've never attempted to do it. Now this might cover up the redness on my cheeks, which will be good, because then it won't peep through the foundation, I don't think. And yes, I'm aware my eyebrows look like complete shit. I need to get that. I need to fix that. Sorry, my cat is acting like a wackadoo. This is her first time today seeing me, so she's probably wanting me to love on her. Like, I wake up at 10 in the morning, and then I go outside for like an hour or 2 or 3. And then I, take my medicine, I wash my face, and then I find something to eat, and then I come up here. And in today's case, that was tomato sandwiches, because I love tomato sandwiches with mayo and salt. But I didn't add any salt because we don't have any right now. We had to go get some. But it's still good either way. I love tomato sandwiches. You find my brow brush. Okay, I stuck it in the wrong compartment. I'm kind of wondering where the hell that other brush is at, because I thought I put it back in there unless it like fell down somewhere. I thought about trying to put this on my cheeks, because this is the color called Blonde. It's a beautiful gold color. So I think I am before I put the brush up. I already did, but I can still pull it out, obviously. I actually want to see what this looks like. I bet this is gorgeous. I love gold. It is one of my most favorite colors in the whole world to wear. You can hardly see it on my cheeks. I mean, look at that. You can just barely see it. It's only because I added some onto the bottom of my cheeks. And I'm wearing Dutch braids. My sister did Dutch braids on my hair yesterday while it was curly, and then the first time she did Dutch braids on my hair, well, not the very first time, but the first time that I actually want to document was when I had my hair straightened by her also, because she knows how to work a straightening iron and I do not yet. I know that's terrible. A lot of women are going to say this woman's fucking retarded. Well, no. Just because I don't know how to work a straightening iron doesn't necessarily mean I'm retarded. It means I never really cared about straightening my hair or curling it. I mean, I don't need to. I've got naturally curly hair. But you can't really see it right now because it's braided like into the Dutch braids. Even in my braids, you can see the curly hair. And yes, I have an obsession with the Dutch people. I love Holland. And in an added bonus, before I even found this out, I'm going to say I always loved the Dutch. But before I found out that my Guitar Hero's wife was actually Dutch, I actually just fell in love with Holland even more. I love other countries as well, like Scotland and Australia. But I love Holland in particular because we are actually half Dutch. I don't know why I'm brushing these down. I didn't even apply foundation yet, so give me one moment. I guess I thought that concealer was my foundation, but it does actually cover up a lot, you can see. So if I wanted to rely on just that, I probably could. But yeah. One of my grandmothers was actually from Holland. Directly from Holland. It was my mom's mom. But unfortunately, she passed away from Alzheimer's when I was a little tiny girl. But everybody said she loved me. And that's a good thing, because, you know, it's a good thing to be loved. I've got two foundation choices here. You can tell one is like a million shades lighter than the other, or what seems like it. I'm feeling like this one today because this one always did seem to be my favorite one from the Fenty collection. I like this one as well, but I think I'll just buy this one after this one's gone. Or maybe I'll just start keeping them both because I actually do really like them both, but not like I do the other one. I actually think that's funny that the bottles look the same, but she did that on purpose, I know. Thank you, Rihanna, for creating Fenty, one of my most favorite brands ever. This concealer is in shade 120, and the foundation I'm going to be using is in shade 190. But this foundation is about a year or two old, so I do not know how much is left in here. There was a lot less than this left in here yesterday, so I don't know if I used too much. By the way, obviously this is the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. So yeah. I've been keeping all my Fenty products in here because I don't want to lose them just yet. I'm actually working on cleaning out my makeup collection, so I promised myself I would put all of my favorite stuff in its own bag. Or in a bag. Even my makeup case is almost completely empty. I have a little like bin at the bottom of my, or at my feet, at the bottom of my feet, but at my feet, that is full of makeup that I don't really want or know what to do with, so I just put it in there, and I'm going to have it sold by the end of next week, hopefully. This lady can meet me. I hope that I can meet her. I mean, because my family doesn't really like it when I sneak around and sell products, even though I specifically tell them when I said, hey, I've got somebody coming to meet me somewhere, so I'm going to go do it. They just get really pissed off. It's like, why did you okay it in the first place if you're going to get pissed off? Yeah, this foundation's in shade 190. So I don't know how this is going to turn out because this was a little too dark on me when, sorry, my nose is itching like crazy again, but when I first got it, I was really pale like this, so it might look terrible. It might look like I'm actually wearing a mask, even though in the technical sense I am. We're just gonna try it anyways. I think if I do buy another one of these... Oh shit, it's blowing air out already. Uh-oh, there we go, got it. I hope that did not get on my shirt anywhere. I'll be pissed if it did. Okay, let me pull this apron up. It's too far down for me. Especially for me dealing with one that's blowing air out. This might actually be empty. I hate that. Let me see this. Well, I guess it is empty. Just spitting a little bit out. So what we're going to do is we're going to break out the other one. Thankfully I kept it instead of threw it away. And we're going to add the proper amount I need onto this. Also, this is in shade 120 also, if you're new here, by the way. I'm just using my Believe Beauty foundation brush. I got this at Dollar General for only $3.50. Actually, this one was my mom's, but she didn't want it, so she gave it to me. So I had one exactly like it, but it broke when I was washing it. I mean, it took it long enough, but really pissed me off because I really liked this one. I hope this doesn't look terrible like I think it's going to. I've never did contour in my life. If that was even contouring, I've never, like I've already said like 100 times, it feels like I've never did contour in my life and probably never will, because I don't need to. I do believe that I should learn it in case I want to do it. So I guess I'm going to look up like a YouTube video on how to do it. Yeah, this brush needs washed. I'm still going to wash this one, even though that was how the other one fell apart, was when I was washing it. But I actually think it was because I put it through hell. Excuse me for cussing a lot. I'm not in a bad mood or anything, I'm just in a blah type of mood. I think my cat finally decided she didn't want to be on camera. This looks a little cakey when you look up close, but I think I can fix that. I have to do my forehead. I know I haven't done it at all. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Usually my forehead turns out alright, especially if I just do the circular motions that I'm used to doing now. Like I said, I know my eyebrows look like shit. I'm sorry for saying so many cuss words. I just don't really know what else to say. iPhone storage almost full. That's weird. This is a 64 gigabyte phone and there's not very much things on it. I'll fix that here in a minute. Hope it doesn't cut me off during my video. I'll be really in a bad mood then. I thought it was like a software update that was showing up. Okay, I think I got it presentable looking. Need to rebrush my eyebrows down. My ear started itching. Everything itches when I'm on camera, it seems like. It's like it wants me to be displayed as a disgusting person. It's not. It's not who I am. Okay. Now we did that. I know there's really no point in washing this, but I'm gonna at least soap it off. Soap it up a little bit. This is one of my newest favorite eyeshadow palettes. This is in my like top 20. I have a lot of eyeshadow. Like, if you know me, you know who I am, and you've seen my room, you know that eyeshadow makeup is my life. That's why I'm so much in love with Fenty, because they created some products that are just out of this world to me. Then again, I've never really like got to experiment with other brands like I've never really like experimented much with NARS, for example, and I've always wanted to try some things by NARS. I have a couple of things by NARS. I got a couple of their lipsticks, a couple of their liquid lipsticks, and an actual lipstick and a concealer. But that's really not a whole lot when you think about it. And they weren't even bought with my own money. I didn't even buy them with my own money. They were given to me. Okay, so now we're going to use this beautiful Moroccan Spice palette. My only Fenty palette, and that will change soon, I hope, because I hope to be able to go shopping for my birthday. I hope this quarantine's over by then. Right now we have a lockdown that currently goes until April 6th, but who knows, they might expand it. I honestly hope not, but I also understand why they would have to at the same time, because this virus that's going around is causing, obviously, you know, hell and high water in a lot of parts of the world, and I feel sorry for everybody that's dealing with it. I don't want to deal with it myself. Normally, I'm not very health conscious, but I just know I don't want that. I don't like feeling sick. So, and I know nobody wants it. I mean, who in the right mind would want that? Or want to be sick in any way, shape, or form, you know? It's just not what normal people do. Now, I'm going to show you the colors I'm going to use all at once. This way I don't have to hold the thing up to you guys. Because, it will probably blind you with the mirror because of this light. I actually did change the light bulbs, but I guess because of the position of the light and my couch, that really does no justice for doing my face. Okay, now the colors I'll be using are this red color right here, and I'm trying to decide between these two pink colors for my crease, and let's see here. I'm gonna go with this color for my lids, okay? And I don't know the names of the color. I know they're on the back of the palette. It's just I can't figure out which one's what. So I might actually look that up and see what the color names are. I never really wear a lot of red eyeshadow. Normally I do like black or brown or some other dark color at the bottom of my lid. But I think this one is exceptional. I've had red eyeshadow palettes in the past, and my mother made me throw them away like an asshole. I couldn't at least keep them for play. Because when I was a kid, I loved to play with makeup. I loved to sit at my house in South Carolina and just experiment away with it. It was one of my most favorite things to do. I think that's why it's so much part of my life, because in South Carolina, you are highly encouraged to be who you are and feel comfortable with who you are. Especially in the area I grew up. I can't speak for the entire state now. I don't know your opinion on South Carolina, or if you've even been to any part of the state, then I don't know. But we are highly encouraged to be ourselves and not care what anyone else thinks, okay? That's why makeup is still part of my life. What the hell? Sorry, I heard a squeaky noise, so I was like, wait, what? Okay. I think this is like a coral color I'm using, the one I showed you, the one that's not sparkly. I feel like that's what today's mood is. And what I'm going to do is take the other sparkly pink one and put it underneath the gold one, like I'm going to do with my blushes. I got a sparkly pink blush by Fenty. I don't remember the name of it right off. I know I have the color Trophy Wife, and they're really highlighters, I know, but I call them blush because they're pretty much the same thing. They get applied the same way. Of course, you can apply highlighter to any part of your face or neck or anything. So yeah, what I'm going to do is add this pink color on first. It's not very shimmery, but that's why I'm going to do the gold color next. Oh, I know what they're doing out there. We're having plumbing problems in the house. Some of the drains are not draining properly. Made me afraid to use the washing machine yesterday. But I did, and nothing happened, so I hope nothing happens if I gotta use it again. It's not exactly what I wanted to do with my eyeshadow. I thought it was going to be darker than that, so I'm going to try a different color. Do they have one called Trophy Wife on here? Oh, I got an idea. That gives me an idea. Instead of fighting with this, I'll just actually dip into my Trophy Wife palette. Let me find it here. Oh, okay. I got two of these. I got a brand new one. I love this highlighter so much. Look at how gorgeous that is. So we're gonna do this with our eyeshadow. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's what I wanted. Oh shit, I hope I didn't just ruin my highlighter with it. That's the only reason I will not open the other one is because I have this one. This one's a couple years old, but it still works, and I'm never going to throw it away until it's empty. Fenty. From the moment I saw Fenty Beauty, I fell in love with it. I don't even know why I'm closing that. It's just going to get put on now after I do my rest of my eye makeup. Need to find my mascara. Hope I did not misplace it by mistake. Where the hell is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. I guess I do need to take this stuff out of here because I'm going to keep thinking I lost it and get scared. Because I love this stuff. I used to love MAC like I love this stuff, but now this has pretty much replaced MAC. Don't get me wrong, I still love MAC, but if I had to choose one brand to use for the rest of my life, it would definitely be Fenty. So yeah, using the Fenty Fly Liner, obviously. I always mess up on this side, so I'm sorry for that. I know that looks terrible. But it'll fade away throughout the day, so it's not really a big deal to me. You can definitely tell this is my newest eyeliner because it is more pigmented than the others. I always do this to make sure I'm getting more stuff. Or like the same amount as I got the last time. This side always seems to turn out better than the other side. Except for that was an accident. That's what I get for jinxing it. But you won't be able to see it from afar or a distance, whatever you want to call it. So I look at it like I don't really have to correct it if it ain't super noticeable. If it's all the way down to here, that's when I'll correct it. But if it's just up there, I'm just going to leave it. Because what's the point of worrying about it? Now I'm going to take my lash comb here and comb out my lashes. Be careful with this, people. You can poke your eyes with this, and you know how it feels if you accidentally do it with a mascara or something. It hurts way worse with this. So I'm trying to be very careful with this. That needs washed too, but can't really wash it right now. I don't have the stuff. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara me get my, okay, my makeup wipes are right here. Only thing that I don't feel comfortable about right now is I have no micellar water to remove this stuff later, and if you don't know what that is, you really need to check it out. It's great for removing makeup. Even if you don't wear a lot and you want to get it off instantly, that'll help almost instantly. I mean, I call it my face Mr. Clean magic eraser, or the Mr. Clean magic eraser for my face. Sorry. What am I doing that for? I have to do this part first. My eyes are really dry. Okay, now this side's gonna be the challenge because I have astigmatism in my right eye that is like way worse than it is in my other eye. My nose is beginning to run. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Really? Sorry for cussing it so much. I am trying not to get into a bad mood, but I actually took a short stroll down memory lane yesterday, and this kind of like triggered some hard memories. As you all know, I'm a big rock fan. If you have not seen some of my videos, you'll see me wearing mostly rock concert shirts. And yesterday I was sitting here. Oh crap, didn't mean to do that. I'll get that here in a second. I was sitting here listening to Black Sabbath, one of my favorite bands. I know they're heavy metal, but I call heavy metal and hard rock the same thing, pretty much, because it pretty much is. The only thing different is the noise, you know, clearly. Ugh, this shit stinks. I gotta reapply a little bit of foundation right there, but that's okay, because it's not a whole lot, but it does look like there's a lot missing, so all I gotta do is just get my brush back out, because it's still wet with it, usually. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off the mascara, put it back up. Shoot, got some on the lid. That's okay. Now we're gonna do this in the mirror so I don't smudge anything else. And just like that, it looks like it never happened. So thank you, foundation brush, for still having a little bit on you. I'm going to use the same wipe to wipe off my lips because I don't like to waste these nice makeup wipes. I hardly ever get actual nice brand makeup wipes. There's only like 15 of them in here, and there's a couple missing. Probably about 4 or 5, so there's like 10 left. And they're nice. These are really nice. The Evio, or Evio, however you pronounce that, Skin Feet Aurora Refreshing Cleaning Hemp Wipes. I keep forgetting they smell like hemp or marijuana or THC, whatever you call it. And yeah, I smelled it before. I'm not going to tell you how. But all I can say is I'm not against anyone smoking weed personally. I feel like that is better for you than even taking prescription medication. But some of us need our prescription medicine. Like, I have diazepam, I have to take it, otherwise things get really ugly. Because I'm pretty bipolar, if you don't know that. I have not taken it yet today, and you can tell my mood is not really the best kind of mood right now. That's the one thing I hate about being slightly autistic, is I may not show that I have a big form of autism, or what do you call it? A lot of autism. Sorry, it cut me off. What I was saying was, I don't have like a big full form of autism. Like, I just have like the slight form. But with it still comes the lovely anxiety attacks and the mood swings. And I just hate that, you know. I mean, but I can't control it. It's part of my life. It's always been that way, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm going to be using my kilowatt highlighters. I'm going to call them blushes in Wada Brat and Trophy Wife. My sister gave me this one recently, and I bought this one when it came out, and she gave me a brand spanking new one in the box. So yeah, this is the brand new one right here, and this is the old one. So I'm going to keep it in there until I either drop this one or run out, or if I lose it. Because if I lose it like I've been losing some of my other products, I'm not going to be none too happy, because this is my favorite highlighter to use, even when I don't wear a full face of Fenty. So the first one I'm going to do is the pink one. And I'm just using my Alamar Cosmetics complexion brush. So we're going to do this. Ooh, that was a little too much, it looks like. Luckily, we are adding a different color on top of it to make it match my eyelids. As much as I can anyways. Now I gotta purposefully do that on the other side. I don't know what happened right here. I just now noticed that there's like a line on my... It must have been for my eyeshadow. The only thing I don't like about wearing makeup is that eyeshadow can get on your eyebrows and make you look terrible. But if you clean them off, that's fine, I guess. Now I'm going to do the gold one, the Trophy Wife, with the same brush. Well, this one really shows up when you pack it on there, and I like to pack this one on here. I wanted the pink hint, but I also want to be able to see this more than anything. You can still somewhat see the pink hint, pink one. But for the most part, you only see the gold, and that was my intention. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I have been practicing different accents. I can't do accents very well, but I wanted to be able to do them for some reason. Let me see why this side looks a little bit darker. Or maybe it's just the light. It's not the mirror hitting it either. It actually looks a little bit darker. Now you see, kind of, on the camera as well. So let me try to fix that if I can. Maybe it's just, or maybe I'm just seeing, okay, now it looks the same on this side, so that must be the part of the highlighter. Okay, so I can't believe I just now noticed that even, because that's one of my favorite highlighters to use. Alright, now I'm going to try something that I hardly ever use. That's why I don't have the full size yet. But my mom and sister have one, so I look for me to get one eventually. The Fenty Beauty Loose Leaf. Let me try to read this. Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. But this is a mini, so it says mini. I just said Instant Retouch Setting Powder, obviously. And this is what I use for my setting powders. I hope this doesn't get all over my food. I'm actually starving. I can't wait to eat it. Oh, I forgot it has this little powder puff thingy in here. Let me take that out. I don't like powder puffs. I only kept it because it said Fenty on it. Also, I just realized that it's shaped like the Fenty logo as well. That's cool. Now, I've heard mixed things about this. Like, if you have oily skin, I heard that it is mainly not for you, but I also know that this brand was also created for all different skin types, so I feel like maybe it'll work with all skin types. I'm sorry about that. And I rarely ever use setting powder, but when I do, it's always my Fenty Universal one. I'll show you here in a second. Can't believe I forgot the name of it. Normally I can say the name of it right off the tip of my tongue. Okay. Yeah, I don't like loose leaf powders. I don't even know why I bought this. I knew I didn't like loose leaf powders when I bought this. I should have just said, nah, I'm sticking with the Universal Invisimatte blotting powder. That's it. I have it down in this bag. I just don't know if I feel like digging it out. At least I think I put it back. I might not have. I'm gonna wipe off my lips. These really do stink. That's the only thing I hate about them. Yeah, I got it right here. Okay. This is my favorite one. This is also when I went on my first Fenty Beauty run. And I also got the blotting paper, but I don't really use this a whole lot. It's still brand new in the package, basically. I've used it a few times, so it does work. But I look at it like I'm going to use that for like on the go. So, we might not be going anywhere for a while with this virus going around. My parents were actually house hunting for a house in this area, at least until we decide where we're going to go. And I think in my mind, why are we trying to find another house when in a year from now we might move again? What's the point? I told them that and they said, actually, you're right. So we should just like stay where we're at for now. And I think they just want to stay until this virus is gone. So we might be stuck here 3 more years. Not that this is like a bad place to live, it's just not ideal for me because it's not beachy. It doesn't have any, it's not even near the beach. It's about 481 miles from where I am originally from. And just to prove it, hey Google, how far away is Beaufort, South Carolina?
You are 558 miles away from Beaufort by car.
I thought it said 481. Maybe my map was off. Or maybe I was thinking of another place. Right, I'm using my Fenty Fussy here. This is also an older one, but it's the only different color I have, and I'm not really in the mood for the Diamond Milk. I've got like 3 of the Diamond Milks. One that I bought, and one that my sister bought, and one that my sister got in her BoxyCharm subscription and just gave to me because she doesn't wear lip gloss. I wish she would have got one of the Fenty Glow, because I've wanted that one for a while. I plan on getting that for my birthday. What am I doing here? I don't want to lose this stuff. Okay. Now, we're done with this video. I don't know if I'll be able to merge these together, because the damn thing cut me off in the middle of the video, because the storage was full. I don't even know what from. There's not that much stuff on here. I'll have to check it out, I guess. Mostly just music, and maybe there's a couple of gaming apps on here, that's it. And my social media apps, which I really just have Facebook, Messenger, Snapchat, Instagram. And if you count YouTube, that's it. YouTube and YouTube Music, so 6 apps I use. And I have a calling app on here because this is a phone, but it does not have the SIM card in it, but it might pretty soon because this one doesn't keep freezing up. I'm going to switch into this one. Good news is it is already set up for me. Okay, now the time is 2:05 p.m. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll show you the look like this. Sorry about the messy background. I know it's a little bit lighter than my neck looks, but it's okay. We're trying things. All right, bye.